the same kind of situation. She had also been made fun of as a child. Okay? I had also been made fun of as a child. But she took it as permission. She now had the permission to laugh at other people. I took it as, hey, I know what pain this has caused me. I don't want to do that to anybody else. So, two people, same kind of situation. One goes one way, the other goes another way. Go figure. What is that all about?
How many years is Nasha, Didi?
Sorry?
Nasha, Didi, how many years?
Nasha is now 31.
31.
Yeah, but she looks like a child. She's got tremendous innocence in her eyes. Did I show you her pictures?
Tell us more about Nasha.
What do I tell you about?
What does Tanu, Didi?
Tanu's a beautician. So, what you were telling me right now, oh, you're 56? That is all thanks to Tanu. Because she keeps me young. She looks after the outside.
You live with your mother?
With my mother.
And 2 blocks away?
2 buildings away is my house where Tanu stays. Tanu was going through a rough phase last year. And somehow she was getting into a lot of rough stuff with my mom. So I didn't find it fair that, I do live in my mother's house. And I wouldn't like it if somebody were to tell my mother how she should live her life, who she should call to her house, who she should not call. That's not fair. So then I told her, you go stay there. Learn what it feels like to be by yourself. Just now, because you've got a family around you, you're taking things for granted. Sahi hai na?
She's telling her too much. You should give freedom.
Yeah. And why should... I love this from the mouths of babes. Why should one give freedom? Tell me.
Because otherwise they will not tell you anything. Suppose they will not share anything with you.
When you suppress your emotions, come out like a volcano, and that's not good.
Say that, say that.
When you suppress your emotions, it comes out as a volcano, which is not good.
True. And my Tanu is the biggest of volcanoes. वो तो ऐसे फटती है. At the smallest instigation. Which for you might not be an instigation or for me. But for her, one word misplaced here or there, Dum. Volcano फट जाता है.
Is she married?
No, she's not.
Nasha?
That is... No, Nasha
So how
can't.
do you handle that volcano?
How do I handle that volcano? Initially, I would do a lot of talking because I used to be a volcano. Because of the way I grew up, I had a lot of anger. I didn't have anger inside of me. Anger had me inside of it. That was how huge my anger used to be. Choti si cheez, dum, I used to. But I hated that feeling inside of me. Hated it. It used to make me feel very uncomfortable. Because as a child, growing up, I had no permission to express. In our house, my dad had a phrase, children and dogs should only be seen, not heard.
That's so mean.
So, if you came into my house when I was a child, you wouldn't know there was a child in the house.
When my guest comes, it's just run down like, hey, hello. It's just...
So, I had no permission to express. So, the way I would express it would be through food. So, if I had a meeting in the morning, or if my dad had said something hurtful in the morning before I went to school, the lunch box which would come from home for me, it would go back untouched. And that would be the ready reckoner for my mother to know that, okay, Dinaz is angry today. So, no permission to express. I didn't know how to be angry. So when I got out of my father's house and into the world, I had no idea how to be angry. So if I got really angry, I would burst into tears. Because it would frustrate me. मैं क्या करूं? And then I learned how to be angry, which is when I became a volcano. So I have already gone through the process of being extremely angry, and then I worked on myself, and the anger got out of my system. Now, all that working that I did was done in front of Tanu. So Tanu, my mother, they have seen me work on myself. They have heard me when I would talk to them and I would tell them that this was how I felt, then this happened, then I worked it out this way, and now I am okay. So they've gone through this entire journey with me. But somehow Tanu has not felt the need to work on that anger up to now. Now she is getting that she's feeling uncomfortable with that anger. Now she gets frustrated with herself. So my feeling is that she's starting out on that journey.
So, what's your message here?
Whatever makes you uncomfortable, check it out. Talk to yourself. Ask the right questions. Why am I angry? Why am I feeling like this? What's wrong? By the end of it, you will become your own best friend. You may have tons of friends in the world, but your best friend will be yourself. How great would that be? Imagine telling your best friend a secret. You think it's ever getting out? No.